Two teams ravaged by injury are surviving and competing as State Farm Insurance proudly presents the Women of the Valley. Tonight, we're at the McLeod Center in Cedar Falls, Iowa, as the Northern Iowa Panthers hosting the Indiana State Sycamores. And good evening, everyone. I'm Mitch Holtis, along with Hall of Fame coach Jill Hutchison. You're going to be inducted into the National Women's College Hall of Fame shortly. But I got to ask you, we're trying to kind of get some separation and definition of this league. What about tonight's game and its importance?
I think it's huge. There are 6 teams that are kind of struggling to stay in the top of this league right now. Northern Iowa certainly is in the hunt, and Indiana State is on top. A loss or two to Indiana State on this road trip, Northern Iowa winning a couple, could really swing the standings significantly.
Our standings brought to you by Peabody Energy, the world's largest coal company and innovative growing supplier of low-cost energy. Okay, this is a swing. This league likes to play in pairs, and Jim Weedy, who has been the coach at Indiana State for 9 years, this swing has been tough on him. This is a very important swing. If he can sweep it and go 8-1 with a showdown game, it would be huge next week against Illinois State. But first things first, the swing has been tough on Jim.
Well, they've lost here the last 2 years, and they need this win to stay in the hunt right now, and Jim knows it, and I think he's geared up. He's just got to hope his kids are.
Well, one of his kids will be geared up is Kelsey Luna, the nation's leading three-point shooter.
She leads her team in points right now, as well as having 3.3 trays a game to lead the nation. But she made a great transition this year to a point guard from a 2-guard. Now she's playing the 3-guard because of injuries on her team. That has really forced her into a leadership role, a little premature as a junior, but doing a great job. But Northern Iowa has a very similar situation. Nicole Clausen has been thrown into the same role because they lost Jackie Kalen, their point guard and preseason all-conference pick. Nicole Clausen, the leading scorer, has got a target on her back. And the bad news is when she does not score 12 points, the Panthers are only 1-8, Mitch. More kids have got to step up and contribute tonight for the Panthers to win on their home court.
Okay, a sad note. Kay Yao was laid to rest today in North Carolina. A wonderful lady who left a huge impact, and that impact's going to carry on even though she leaves us.
You know, she was soft-spoken with a big stick. She had so much influence beyond the game, just in people's lives, and not just kids, but coaches and people she interacted with. And, you know, we've all been blessed to be touched by Kay, and she will be sorely missed in the basketball world.
Well, tonight we dedicate this game to the memory of Kay Yao and her impact on the game of college basketball, both men's and women's. Tonight, the Valley Game of the Week is in the Cedar Valley. It's Northern Iowa hosting Indiana State.
You know, it's not all fun and games when you're a mascot. Every year I find myself where the season always ends meets the bills never stop.
You know that place where you realize even a squirrel can't live off peanuts? Well, maybe you don't, but believe me, I'm there.
Here's a way to score on savings.
Nice.
Switch your car insurance to State Farm. You'll save big, plus get a payment plan that fits your budget. Call, click, or visit and start saving today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You know I wear this everywhere.
That's good. Drinkability, my friend. Drinkability means Bud Light won't fill you up. You got plenty of room for your favorite festival cuisine, you know, like funnel cakes, turkey legs, my personal favorite, baba ganoush.
What's baba ganoush?
No idea, but it sounds cool. Dude, draw your own food.
Never filling, always refreshing. Bud Light. The difference is drinkability.
This weighs a ton.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love?
Wake up, people! Pepsi Max. Maximum taste, maximum energy, 0 calories.
Stop it!
Some of the most important decisions you make happen every day without much thought, and they can impact the rest of your life. Good decisions affecting your health can also happen outside of your doctor's office. They're made when you decide to work out or not, when you choose what to eat. We believe the more you know, the better choices you can make. Mercy Health Plans is here to help you with access, information, and guidance so you can make the best choices for your health. Mercy Health Plans. The way we care makes all the difference.
Tonight's Missouri Valley Conference basketball game is brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. By Bud Light, the difference is drinkability. By Diet Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Missouri Valley Conference. By Mercy Health Plans, the way we care makes all the difference. And by Casey's General Stores, convenience stores, and a whole lot more. Little late Friday happy hour for you tonight as we're at the McLeod Center in Cedar Falls on the campus, University of Northern Iowa. I'm not sure who that group is, but women's basketball was huge in Iowa before it was big anywhere else. And we got some alums, it looks like, wearing their old uniforms to the game tonight here to cheer on the Northern Iowa Panthers against Jim Whitty's surprising Indiana State Sycamores. Let's take a look now at our State Farm keys to the game. It's with Coach Hutchison. Great service, great rates. It's all here. Nobody takes care of you like State Farm.
You know, we talked about Clausen having a target on her back, Indiana State trying to limit her touches, and they feel they've got to win that battle in the paint. They've been so close with this team, and they really haven't dominated. They have the potential. Northern Iowa, defensive transition, really, they want to take away the three, and that's going to be especially from Luna. Then stepping up on offense, I think that's totally other players have got to step up and take the open shots when they have it, not rely on Clausen and Whippazinski.
Our series history is brought to you by Sirius Satellite Radio. Everything worth listening to is now on Sirius XM. Visit Sirius.com. Overall, the series is led by Indiana State, but we showed you earlier how this road swing has been tough on the Sycamores. UNI has not lost to Indiana State since this building was built. And again, Jim Whitty 6-10, losing 7 of his first 8 in this road swing where he's paired up playing tonight at Northern Iowa, and then we'll play Sunday at Bradley. So it's been a little bit tough on the Sycamores down through the years, although Indiana State's had the better of the series, of course, in Terre Haute. Let's look at tonight's starting lineups, a presentation of Bud Light. The difference is drinkability. Now, Indiana State has got some excellent young players, and Brittany Schoen is one of them. A great compliment to Kelsey Luna. And the newcomer of the week this week in the Valley is Brianka Jarrett, the outstanding cat-quick guard from Chicago area for Indiana State. The other side, you talked about the bigs, Jill. Look at the bottom, Lizzie Beck and Kip Whippazinski. Those two might hold the key for Northern Iowa tonight. They were the difference last year. Beck had a big game, 18 against the Sycamores here last year. Indiana State does not have a deep bench. And if Northern Iowa can attack the Sycamores in the middle, it could be a Northern Iowa win tonight.
No question, but Shannon Thomas has come on strong lately. Another promising freshman on that Sycamore squad. So I think, and that's a little change in their starting lineup, putting Shannon Thomas in the starting lineup rather than Kelsey Cooley. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out for both teams.
Tanya Warren, the head coach at Northern Iowa, a Valley legend. She was one of the great players in Creighton history. She's been an assistant at several different places. And then there's Jim Whitty in his 9th year at Indiana State, a 2-time Valley Coach of the Year. His 92 Valley wins are the most of any active Valley coach. And he's made Indiana State women's basketball something to grasp. They have set home attendance records, Jill, 4 of the last 5 years. They're averaging in Terre Haute 4,000 fans a game. That's second in the league, and they're catching up quickly with Missouri State. Tonight they got to do it on the road, and there's a look at Kelsey Luna. You mentioned the nation's leading three-point shooter.
It's been amazing and impressive what Jim has done getting his crowds into his game, and they have been consistently good for the last 4 years.
Tonight we're with the women of the Valley in the Cedar Valley, and the first possession will be Northern Iowa's Game On in America's Renaissance Conference. At home, the Panthers are 3-0 in conference play, overcoming the loss of Jackie Kalin and immediate turnover. Kara Schilly with a steal for Indiana State.
Obviously, Northern Iowa is looking to go inside and hoping that that's going to be their bread and butter.
Luna with a quick look at a 3 and immediately in the scorebook. Kelsey Luna, her 60th three-point make of the season.
She has got tremendous footwork. She catches and shoots immediately.
Running the point is freshman Caitlin Oney. for the University of Northern Iowa. Beck and Clausen. 10 to shoot here for the Panthers. Whippazinski. Shane with some help. And Indiana State's going to walk. They had possession, so it'll be a fresh clock for the University of Northern Iowa. But Indiana State with a good start defensively. This is a team that's really come a long ways defensively for Jim Weedy.
Unbelievable. In fact, they have the lowest defensive output of any team coached by Jim Weedy, and he's had 2 conference outright championships and several shared. So it's surprising how successful they've been, but he's got a great game plan tonight, and we'll see if they can execute.
Lizzie back with a stick back for Northern Iowa. Again, that could be the key for the Panthers tonight. She had 18 here against Indiana State last year in a 3-point victory for Northern Iowa.
Well, Beck has gotten better as this season has gone on. Her last 8 games, she's averaging over 10 points a game.
Jarrett, not a great outside shooter, but she's going to get the 3 to fall on the roll. She was 3 of her last 21 from 3. Prior to that make, the Sycamores will take it, and they lead 6-2.
Yeah, that's a good make by Jarrett. This is only her 2nd game in this starting lineup.
Lawson cannot answer 3 for 3. And the rebound to Shannon Thomas, the 6'4 freshman for Indiana State. 3 freshmen on the floor right now for the Sycamores to start this game.
Boy, as a coach, you got to like that situation, knowing that you've got these kids for 3 more years.
Luna, a junior, stepped out. 2 to shoot. Northern Iowa turns the favor over with outstanding defense.
Northern Iowa's just about as young, however. They have no seniors, had no seniors last year, and they're a freshman, sophomore-dominated team.
And losing the Valley Freshman of the Year, Jackie Kalin, to injury. And Tanya Warren told us today there was a little bit of a shock factor in there for this team. For a while they went through a span of about 4 or 5 games where they were trying to deal with the loss of the outstanding point guard, but now they've made the adjustment.
Well, I just think it changes roles so much, and this is the 8th different starting lineup that Tanya has used, and I still think they're trying to find roles. And of course, freshmen are never going to be consistent. I mean, it's so unusual if they are, let me put it that way. And these kids are all learning the game. The intensity is so different.
Rachel Madrigal did an excellent job of getting out on Luna, but there's a walk by the freshman Shannon Thomas. Closed captioning for tonight's game is made possible by Emerson, the global manufacturing and technology company. To learn more, visit emerson.com. Emerson, consider it solved. And for Jim Weedy, trying to solve this road trip. His team is hot. They've won 6 of the last 7. And off to a good start here defensively. Whippazinski got underneath, and she traveled with it.
She's been a nice addition to this team as well, Mitch. Whippazinski is a transfer from Wisconsin Milwaukee, and sat out here last year. This is her first season to play. He's gotten progressively better as the season has gone on.
Jill, that's 4 turnovers for UNI. We have yet to play 4 minutes.
That is a problem that UNI has dealt with this entire season. They average almost 20 turnovers a game. They're at 18.9.
Kelsey Cooley's going to go to the line as Tanya Warren's team fouls for the first time tonight.
You know, I think turnovers is such a function of your point guard situation, and without Kalin in there and people in different roles, I think that makes it even more difficult to take care of the ball.
Cooley, a sophomore from Dayton, Ohio, has hit 7 of her last 8 foul tosses. She's 78% at the line for the year. She's had to adjust to a role of playing off the bench, but she's had her moments. 24 against Eastern Illinois comes to mind.
That's not too shabby, is it?
Well, tosses down, and Indiana State has a lead of a half dozen as we head for the first media timeout.
KK Armstrong in the game for the first time. She has shared that point guard position with Oni for 4 years of high school and now into college.
Both teams have subbed early here, and Armstrong chases down the loose ball. Indiana State giving a lot of attention to Nicole Clausen. They know she's a huge key for the Panthers.
No question. A lot of face guarding, no help off of Clausen.
Indiana State playing good defense. They lead it by 6 on the road.
It's all good. Casey's, it's all right.
It's all good at Casey's General Stores. Right now, buy any large specialty pizza and get any medium single topping pizza for only $8.
Made fresh for your order. Meat and cheese piled high for you. Casey's General Store. Casey's, it's all good.
Connecting Missouri with 27,000 miles of power lines means each and every mile must be reliable. Because when the skies turn dark, every mile must show its strength. We're Ameren UE, working every day, improving our delivery system. UE, ratcheting up our routine so you can enjoy undisturbed comfort in yours. Learn how we're improving reliability at uepoweron.com.
The Dosho Gym fits anywhere. Adjustable patented Dosho bells. Over 40 free weight exercises. Build chiseled abs. Look good. Feel good. You will get strong at dosho.com.
I think it breaks a little to the left.
To the right.
Nope, straight.
At TireRack.com, we don't just sell tires, we test them. On our test track and on real-world roads. And we stock nearly 1 million tires. That's the largest selection anywhere. And Tire Rack delivers to you or thousands of our independent recommended installers, usually in just 2 business days.
Right now, get up to a $50 mail-in rebate when you buy a set of 4 select Goodyear tires. For details, go to TireRack.com/TV. TireRack.com. Research, buy, deliver, install.
Leading by 6 early. Kelsey Luna leads the nation in three-point shooting, but that doesn't take away from her other end.
Well, look at the top of your screen up there. She is the player that's guarding Nicole Clausen, and she's really never helping, staying in passing lane. She leads her team in steals, 38 steals so far this season. Luna's doing it at both ends. I've been impressed with her this year. Indiana State coming out in their zone. It's a matchup.
Okay, give me the keys to the matchup zone. It's difficult to play, but if it works, it can be devastating to an offense.
No question. If they can get high-low against this, if they keep going low only, they're going to double out of it every time. And I think if they can get into a high-low, short corner situation, they will pull the zone out some.
Aaron Broquet out of bounds with the ball. That's 5 turnovers for Northern Iowa. Some teams make the matchup a staple of their program. Bill Fenley's done a great job at Iowa State with it.
Well, and Indiana State has played this the entire time Jim Wheaty's been there and been very successful. They've definitely gotten into much more man in the last couple years.
Northern Iowa dodges a dart as Bianca Jarrett misses on twice underneath the basket, and the Panthers have it back, trying to figure out a way to score.
That's a steal on Kelsey Luna. Took it right out of Clausen's hand.
Northern Iowa, let's be honest, they're last in the league in scoring at 59 points a game. Trying to figure out a way to do it with somebody else other than Nicole Clausen. It's going to be Kelsey Cooley in the lane too long. So both teams trying to settle down here. That's 9 combined turnovers in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, both teams are struggling with that. 5 for the Panthers and 4 now for Indiana State.
Indiana State goes man this time. Jarrett chasing Nicole Clausen. Underneath, tough shot, rolls in.
Lizzie Beck is carrying the load in the paint right now for the Panthers.
60% from the field in Valley games for Lizzie Beck. She has all 4 of Northern Iowa's points.
Two subs in for Indiana State, and that may be the most subbing we're going to see from Indiana State.